going live.
Wow.
Shall I press the music button?
Yeah, do it.
Yeah?
Yeah, do it.
It's the music button. I pressed it. We're going live.
Great.
Please.
Live with a cup of tea.
Oh, fireside chat. I've got a Hello Kitty mug.
Mine's
Teas in
plain.
it.
Just simple.
What are we going to talk about today?
It's probably some camera geekery.
Yeah.
It's probably some nerdy news about cameras.
I mean, it's usually bang on right.
Yeah. So, that'll do.
So if anyone's here yet, hello, welcome. Good to see you. Say hello and chat. It'd be great to see some friendly faces.
But we won't actually see you. Just be aware of that.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
if you're on your phone, in the toilet, I often am.
Often
We
in the
can't
toilet.
see you.
Wow. Okay.
So you're safe.
Yes, so if you're here, say hello. I've got chat open on my laptop so I can interact with
Look
you.
at the technology that's going on here.
I know, isn't this amazing? Yes.
Was a podcast once upon a time. Now it's a live podcast.
Live show.
I feel like a radio DJ.
You look like one too.
Is
Got the
that
face for radio?
good? Yeah, see, I
Yeah,
knew
yeah,
it'd be going
yeah.
somewhere like that. No,
The face for radio.
not happy with that comment.
Oh, well, you should be.
But
Yes.
face for podcast.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if the podcast was only audio. In the Not We Trust. A good old cuppa never goes the wrong way at any time. I agree.
I'm with
Totally.
that. I'm with that.
Which is
in
why-
fact, I could talk just about tea because I've tried quite a few brands of tea. So I could just work on that subject alone, like Twining's English breakfast. So if you're
Oh,
in the
God.
chat and that's
Yeah,
what you
yeah,
want to talk
all
about,
right, yeah.
we can expand.
This isn't a tea review, no.
But it could be.
Pete wants to start a channel all about tea.
I'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
I'm sure they would be fine
We're
with that.
99% powered by tea, actually. Even though in the title of the video it says coffee and chat. I lied.
Yeah, we had our shot of coffee.
Yeah, this morning. Like
No
normal,
more, no
like
more.
normal Brits do.
You don't want to see what happens with 2 cups.
So Pete,
Yeah,
we caused a bit of a stir on the old tinterwebs
and no doubt another stir coming when people
because we
see
mentioned
the thumbnail.
we mentioned the N-word.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Uh-oh. Yeah.
Stay away from the N-word. But to celebrate that, I just want to show everyone. I'm a bit of a fan of Nikon.
Wow.
Here's my collector's piece now.
Yeah.
Probably still got the film in the back. It has got the film in the back.
Nice expired film in there. It's good.
Big fan.
Okay.
So don't hate on me. I'm a Nikon
It's
fan
the
too.
Nikon F401. I just want to pull up chat quickly. I totally agree with what In Not We Trust.
Yeah.
I'm down for a tea review channel. So there you go, Pete. You got your first subscriber.
Cool. Does he mind lanyards? Do you mind lanyards?
Is that a Nikon official lanyard?
I think it was back in the day, to be honest.
Oh, it looks
Before the big branding.
Do you know
came
when you've got that on, you look like a photographer?
when they were called Nippon.
Oh dear. So yeah, we caused a bit of a stir by bringing up Nikon again. It's my favourite topic to get people set off. You know,
Do you mind if I leave this on?
you can leave that on the whole time.
It makes me feel so cool.
In chat, let us know if you think Pete should leave the Nikon F401
Necklace on.
Nikon necklace on the whole show, because I think he should. I think
I'm down with it.
it sets
And
off,
pinky out for my tea drinking friend.
and good to see you've got the appropriate t-shirt on for that as well.
That's right.
Yeah, good.
If you were offended by our little Nikon chat, we apologise.
Okay.
Do we apologise?
In Not We Trust says, I don't mind lanyards. Got one for my drone. Well, his drone A2 CFC card.
I want to be friends.
You should
I want to
keep-
be friends because I like drones.
Well, there you go.
I just crashed them.
Not only your first subscriber, but also agreeing that you should keep this on for the whole show.
It's done.
Well.
It's done. Here it will remain.
Anyone that's watching this back, let us know what you think of the Nikon Z9, because that's what we're going to start talking about with this
Okay.
again, because it triggers
those
people.
images from the Olympics
The images we shared from the Olympics, which were shared, so we reshared them.
with the sticky tape on the back.
Yeah. So what?
Could it be a fold-out screen? Doesn't look like it.
Doesn't
It looks
look
solid.
like it
but
looks like a solid screen.
that tape, was that just to hide the fact that it was a fold-out screen?
But why would they hide it? Surely that's a
May-
feature that people want.
Maybe that's why they're going to drop it on the day of release.
Has anyone watched the Jared Polin video that went out this morning about Nikon? Dear Nikon, it was called.
I do like Jared.
He had some harsh words to say about our favourite camera brand. Yeah. Basically agreeing with all the times we hit on them, saying, great cameras, we love them, we want to see them do well, but my God, they're just doing it wrong again and again and again.
As big a fan as me.
Well, he doesn't carry one round his neck the whole time.
Would he wear one for a whole podcast?
Possibly not.
As a sign of apology for anyone that was
triggered by that.
Yeah.
No, probably not.
No, so bigger fan.
You're a bigger fan.
Apparently so.
Who would have thought it?
And does he drink tea?
No,
Did he drink tea during that video?
No, he didn't.
And if you haven't seen that video, don't go and watch it yet. Watch it later.
Okay, yeah, true. Yeah, so what were your thoughts actually on the Z9? What are your thoughts now? You've seen a bit more about it, read some more about it.
I'm definitely still interested.
Yeah.
I don't know that we know release price yet.
No.
What it's going to be when it hits the market.
No details on that, or date either.
And also knowing they're a company that's in some financial trouble.
Yes.
How much cost cutting's been done to increase their profits on that camera?
They're in financial trouble. They've been in the red for a few quarters consecutively now. And also the 2020 reports on market shares came out this week, which saw that they had a 5% drop, Nikon, in market share, down to 13% of overall sales.
Yeah.
And that's in a market that shrunk itself 40% last year.
So you would say that it shouldn't make much difference to you or I as consumers how they're performing. But do you remember when the whole economy just went to poo in about 2007,
This took a serious turn really quickly.
What happened then was... That's too nice. Now that's good news that follows that. Was everything went a bit cheap. Cheaper materials,
I'm just trying to put you
every
off.
way
You
you
get
could.
too serious. Yeah.
And with everything going cheap, now I'm buying something with the same headline price.
Yeah.
But you've gone cheap on it.
So
cars were one of the big hits.
Your worry is that Nikon are going to cheap out.
Cheap out on the camera. Inside that camera, I'm just worried there's a hamster in a wheel.
Doing this.
Yeah. All so they can make a profit.
Yeah.
And in fact, what's in there is just iPhone technology. But not all of it. Not all of it, just the camera part.
That's nasty.
So, okay, I'm jesting. It's probably not that far, but I do worry that chips and things like that, things where we know there's an expense, that they're going to be looking for the cheaper alternatives.
I hope not, because it's the camera that's going to save them if they do it right. And everyone's waiting for it. All the professionals that have jumped ship away from Nikon.
Are they waiting for it like PlayStation waiting for it?
Oh, don't talk to me about PlayStation.
You know, where you've got more customers than you have devices.
No, I don't think it's that bad.
You don't think?
No,
Okay.
I don't think they're going to sell 10 million units in the first 9 months.
What's going on in the chat, AJ?
In the chat, just people...
Anyone commenting on the
agreeing
jewelry?
that you should keep it on all for the whole show.
Okay, great.
Anyone in the chat seen anything from the Nikon Z9? Is it a camera you're interested in? Or are you like us and kind of just a bit fed up of the whole Nikon thing now? But every time we mention the N-word, it gets people really angry, and I kind of like
careful.
it. I like it.
There's a whole generation of Nikon woke.
I won't stop hitting on them. I'm not going to. Not until we see the Z9. It's going to bring it up every time.
A lot of them have turned up for this video thinking it's here.
Thinking that that's it. Introducing the brand new mirrorless flagship from Nikon, the Z9. We got hands-on. Look at that. Hands-on.
It's like a slider shot.
Who would have thought they would have given it to us first of all?
Yeah, what we should do.
Yeah.
Maybe the next episode.
Right.
Just get a little box.
Yeah.
Maybe wrap it up nicely.
Okay. We've told them what's going to happen though, so it's kind of giving it away a bit.
Pretend it's inside.
Just whisper it to me. No one's listening, really.
Pretend a new Z9's
Okay.
in the box.
But you've got it in front of you.
I think it depends how good that focus is.
Oh, it's tack sharp.
So this is the Z9
with our Canon
right
camera.
Here,
Wow. How did you get hold of the Z9?
because I'm friends with the Nikon
No, you're not. They don't like
Peoples.
us. They don't know. I think we've annoyed Nikon more than I annoyed Fujifilm.
I could use that. I could glue that onto the microphone.
You could put it at the base. It should fit.
Bit of product placement for them.
Nice.
That would sell them at least a unit.
Do you remember that time I really annoyed Fujifilm?
What did you do?
I called them Fuji in a video that they...
Oh, and they wanted... Yes, I do remember that. They were friends prior to that.
They were, and we've not heard from them
We're
since.
called Fujifilm, actually,
So,
and you just kept saying Fuji over and over again.
And I went, oh, it's done now, though. I think they were hoping for a re-edit or something.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Which would have been easy.
Yeah.
You drop in your next shot and just say, film.
I know, but...
Film.
Yeah, but I didn't.
And enunciate it differently, so it kind of goes in with how you were talking at that point.
So I've got that like dodgy kung fu movie dubbing.
Yeah.
Fujifilm.
Yeah. Where you go, Fuji,
Film.
and then your mouth's closed after that.
Fuji.
But
Film.
another word somehow slips out. Could have worked.
Well, even better, what we could have done with the dub is got your voice instead, just in there randomly.
Yeah, don't worry, guys. I put it right.
Introducing the new... You meant to say it then?
You're meant to say Fuji first.
No. My lips are moving and you're doing it.
Okay.
Introducing the new...
The new Fuji film.
No, don't say new.
Oh,
Just Fujifilm.
okay. Well, I lost it there, didn't I?
Introducing the new...
Fujifilm.
Oh, God. Timing's all off.
Okay.
Try it again once more.
Introducing.
No, I do that bit.
Okay.
Okay? Get it right?
I mean, this is only take 3, take
it's
4.
fine. Introducing the new...
The new Fuji film.
No. You don't say the or new.
I'm giving my run in for the edit.
No,
I'll
we
cut
just
the
need-
new out on
It's
the
just
edit.
for these guys to see if it works or not.
Okay, try it again.
Introducing the new
Fuji film.
XT4. That was good.
That would have worked.
We could have put that in there. They would have been fine.
And if they nick that off of us, I want some kind of payment. If they take a cut here and use it on their website with our faces to sell their products, we need a cut.
We want in on that.
We want in on that deal.
Yeah.
As long as there's some big bucks coming our way.
That's
Wrong
the
button.
In the Not We Trust, I started with a Sony Alpha 6000, and I'll likely stay with Sony in the future personally, but I'm still new to using cameras, so I don't know a lot about them outside of what I currently have. And let's be honest, that's all of us, just with more time under our belts.
Definitely.
We all start off being familiar with what we're used to, what we have, and then that becomes your culture. So for us, we started with Canon. We started buying Canon lenses and learning on Canon DSLRs. And we built our whole frame of reference around Canon for ages. And then we got access to some other cameras, started renting and testing and reviewing.
Yeah.
And then our kind of viewpoint got widened beyond that. But nothing wrong with the camera you've got. Perfectly great unit. And you can do a lot of great photography and videography with that. Sony do fantastic products.
Definitely. If you like really saturated shots, you're winning.
Pete's not a fan of Sony colours, but, you know,
Some
they've come a
people
long
are.
way since the last time you...
Oh, I just popped my flash.
Pete just shot his flash all over the place.
Do you mind if I stay erect for the rest of it?
I'd prefer if you put your flash away, actually. It's just a bit off-putting for
I'd
everyone.
like it exposed. So
I've
that's how it's
you know, I have put this not suitable for children, though, so...
That's good. In that case, I will stand fully erect with the flash
Wow. Okay.
for the rest of
I
the
mean, for anyone
podcast.
that's you know, triggered or upset by that, I am sorry that Pete's got his flash out fully erect again. It is disturbing, I know. Yes, so...
And if you're on the toilet right now, I can't see you. Don't worry.
in the Not We Trust, I think you've got a great setup there. And to be honest, you won't need to go much beyond that, and you'll always have a great photos or videos, whatever it is you're aiming at.
Yeah, he knows that. He knows that. He's into his drone as well.
Yeah.
Which is probably more advanced than us because I just crash drones.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you've ever heard the story. I like to repeat it whenever I get a chance
It
about
doesn't matter.
about how Pete crashes
the
drones.
kid can't call you fat anymore when you say, "Yeah, I'm fat." What?
Yeah, but it's still funny
Yeah,
to go.
so
yeah, but you did
I
crash
just tell
it.
everyone I crash drones, and that takes it away from you now.
Yeah.
So when you tell everyone the story, they're like, "Yeah, he."
So
already
one of
told
the
me."
most nerve-wracking moments of our existence as this YouTube channel, these reviewing and telling the news and stuff, working in cameras, was when DJI themselves from Germany, I think they were, sent us the new, and I can't think what it is at the time, maybe it was the Mini 2.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of their newer drones. And yeah, feel free, have it for a week, 2 weeks, review it, send it back to us when you're done. I'm like, uh-oh, send it back to you in how many pieces, though? They did also say with that, do you have a license to fly it?
Are you fully insured?
Are you fully insured? I was like, oh, yeah, we're good, man.
We have the insurance, which is if we crash it,
we pay for it.
there is enough to pay for it. So
we'll buy you a new one and send that back instead.
we'll be fine.
So that was a nerve-wracking couple of days filming with that.
Yeah.
It went all right, though. It was better than the...
Although, let's face it, drone flying now is so much easier than what it used to be.
Yeah, it is.
It's a bit like when I was learning to drive and you had a manual choke as well. You try and explain that to the kids of today.
Yeah, where are they hanging their
Yeah, you
handbags off now?
turning the car over and you're like, oh, it's not going yet. The first job.
Pull the choke out.
I'm not even learnt about the gears yet.
Yeah.
I'm pulling a manual choke out. And, well, it's the other hand, but
So
I've got a Nikon camera here.
You're comparing
Pulling the choke out, turning
drone
the key.
photography to using a choke on a car.
I'm just saying,
Showing your age, that's what you're doing.
back in the day
Yeah,
with drones,
Right.
it was harder than it is today.
that's
Today, it's all done for you. Then you're not even a drone pilot, whoever you are. What was his proper name? Has he given his proper name?
In the Not We Trust. You've not given your proper name, but I don't...
James.
I don't think
You're
it's a
not-
James.
Janet.
It could be.
They, them, there. Whoever you are, I appreciate you're a drone pilot, but you're not a proper one like me. I went fully manual.
Yeah, you
And that's
did.
how you crash.
Yeah. So he had just bought and I believe it was the Phantom 2 maybe, or 3 when it first came out. So
This
a
is
while
really
ago now.
uncomfortable, but I'm stuck with
You're
it.
stuck
now.
with it. First flight, took it outside of the house that we were both living in at the time. It was a 3-story like townhouse thing, so it's quite tall. We go out the front, flies it away from him, about 20 foot in the air.
That was great as well. Great flight.
Great flight. Turns it around and goes to fly back. But because it's the first time he's flown, he's now disorientated as to the left and right is from the drone's perspective, not yours.
It was a good fly.
So he was flying by and he was like, oh, just skim the house. It will look really cool. Just near it, like a passing jib arm.
Just a scare.
And he went to just compensate slightly to the drone's right, but went in the wrong direction and actually compensated full
Into the
speed
wall.
into a brick wall at 30 feet. The drone came down and broke into a few pieces.
Yeah.
And now it's just sat on a shelf. No, actually, it's suspended from the ceiling.
It's a sad story.
In the Not We Trust. What's he saying? I'll agree about the colour on the camera. Talking about the Sony Alpha 6000.
Takes a real man to accept that.
Seems a bit dull, but I'll put that down to the fact that I have a polarized filter on it. Definitely will affect your color. Any filters color shift slightly, even ND filters shift your white balance slightly. Polarizers definitely do. I have the A2 certificate of competency, which allows me to fly within 50 meters of buildings
No, not mine, it won't.
and 5 meters of uninvolved people in slow mode, but I don't have the insurance, which I wouldn't need unless I plan on using it for business or to earn money.
Good that he knows his stuff, though.
Oh, it's unreal. I know who it is now.
It's unreal.
It's unreal from
What's unreal?
In the Not We Trust. My name's Luke, or as AJ may know me, Unreal.
Unreal.
On Twitch, Unreal.
Unreal, like a character from the Gorillas, like an alias.
No, like Unreal's and the person who subscribed to us the other day when we were playing Broforce.
Unreal.
Unreal.
And he's actually into drones as well. That means
I knew he was getting into photography. I remember Andy saying it. Andy's not here today because he's a part-timer.
he won't like
Part-time Andy. If he's
that.
watching this, Andy, you're a part-timer and you should be here.
No, he's at home under a power cut and no internet.
Stressing. Oh, he's got no internet.
And trying to manage everything off a mobile phone connection.
Savage. Unreal, it's great to have you here. Or Luke, I don't like calling you by your first name. I found that a bit weird. I'm just going to call you Unreal from now on.
Yeah,
I didn't
you're not
realise
at that stage yet.
I didn't realise you had your drone A2 certificate, which even if Pete had, I still wouldn't let him fly a drone within 50 metres of building.
You're right to not let me.
No, we just smash them up.
Unless DJI loan us another one.
And
Unless they've seen this.
And we'll do what we did last time and take it to the moors where there's nothing to crash into.
Yeah, safe.
How's the camera getting on for you there? The new
It's starting
Nikon
to
Z9?
sweat a little bit on the back of my neck.
Causing sweat, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a very old, uncomfortable
Yeah.
rubber ridge.
Oh dear.
And on the other side, it's got lines.
What's your lanyard review then of that?
I hate Nikon lanyards.
Just all lanyards in general.
Yeah, I hate all lanyards. I've never... I'm going to take it off.
Is
I
anyone?
know I said I was keeping it on for the show, but...
Yeah. Is anyone a camera strap person?
It's too much.
Camera straps? Yeah or no?
Do you know what? With that new Z9, I probably would be. It's quite a hefty weight. It's on your wrist all that time. But look at that wrist. That is a strong wrist.
You've been working out your wrists, have you?
I could train. I could train it to cope with a Z9.
Why is your wrist so strong?
I know.
What's your left one like?
I'm not as good with my left.
There we go.
But my right, watch this. See that?
Yeah.
So these are actually acting hands. You may have recognised them from a few camera commercials.
I do actually, mainly the ones that I filmed.
Look at that. Look at that movement.
Wow.
See that extending?
Yeah. Yeah, telly wide.
Just
telly
a gentle
wide.
touch. Thumb and finger.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That.
Down, up.
Wow.
Down.
That's enough to pop your flash out.
Well, for many it would.
Unreal says, haha, you just said something to get you into trouble drone-wise. Mate, there's so much that gets into trouble drone-wise, mainly the fact that we can't fly them, and yet people still insist on sending them to us.
Yeah.
Which is bad of them. Don't send us drones.
I talked my way out of getting sent that egg-type drone. Do you remember that? What brand was that?
Oh, God, yes.
Back in the day when GoPro and everyone was doing drones.
It was shaped like an egg, you're right.
It's weird. Yeah, really busy right now. Probably have to go for a couple of months until I can touch
sorry, can't
Oh,
look at
that's
that.
no good for you. Okay, cool.
Bye.
Yeah.
I usually wrap my strap around my hand when I take pictures. The camera is amazing too.
I know the kind of kid you are already.
That is cooler though than wearing it around your neck.
But what does that look like?
That looks like a strap around your wrist.
Yeah, bondage. And that's what he's implying.
Right, okay.
And
I don't think that's what he's implying. No, I don't think.
Not here to judge. If you like to be strapped up, that's fine.
I don't think that's what. No, maybe not what he's getting
I
at.
think that is what he's getting at.
Right, okay.
And in the comfort of your own home, that's up to you.
Yeah.
You know, you play with your Sony, with your Nikon. A lot of Nikon users are into this as well.
Just with a lens cap in their mouth.
Yeah, yeah. And it's fine. It's fine. And I appreciate your honesty in the comments.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Talking of drones,
Yeah.
we talked about the Mini SE, which is out in certain countries,
Definitely buying it.
but not out in Europe and the US yet.
Till Christmas, wasn't it?
Around Christmas time, it's predicted. So for those of you watching that haven't seen that clip from our podcast last week, the DJI Mini SE is a budget drone that has long been rumoured and is now out in Australia, New Zealand, Canada and China, I believe it is. It's $300 equivalent, and basically a Mavic Mini.
And I got to tell
In a
Luke,
DJI
I'm
Mini
going
shell.
to call him Luke because
Wow,
me and him,
first
we've
name
shared
basis.
quite a lot
Right,
together.
yeah.
We've talked about strapping up and
Right.
things that he gets up to in his own home and
Right,
drones
okay, yeah.
and polarized lenses and things like that. And
Yeah.
Luke, I'm going to buy one of these drones. This is a drone I can handle.
And maybe you could fly it for us because he's telling us.
It's 300 quid.
He's telling us some rules that we didn't know. The Moors is one of the many places you can't fly a drone.
What?
You may be able to get to with advance notice or permission, but there is a long road to go down to fly there. I guess because there's animals, but also they're quite often low fly zones for the military.
Right.
The Moors.
Yeah, makes sense.
Must be something to do. Anyway, the DJI Mini SE, just for those of you that are interested and haven't seen our clip or our article on our website, it's a Mavic Mini in a DJI Mini shell with a 12 megapixel camera, 1/2 3/3 sensor. So it is a DJI Mavic Mini.
It's just like
Just tiny.
what you're saying is, do you want a £1,000 drone? Because I think it was about that
It
when
was
it first
about
came
that.
out.
Maybe 700, yeah.
For £300.
Yes, basically, yeah.
And it was kind of pre-COVID old. So it's like
Yeah,
2019.
It's not like
2018 maybe.
it's not like groundbreaking. That's not the point. This is an entry level or more disposable camera toy.
You say disposable because you're trying to make me feel better about it.
Because you'll definitely smash it. You'll definitely smash it up.
I won't.
It sits under the 250 gram weight limit for pretty much every aviation authority's rules
Which
on
is
flying.
awesome. Does
is
Luke
great.
agree with that?
I reckon I'm going to put words in his mouth. He agrees.
Oh,
He does
good.
say, "I'll neither deny or admit the bondage comment." He definitely
enough
bondage.
said. I mean, and I understand why you would put such a disclaimer out afterwards, because friends and family could be watching or listening.
Yeah, exactly.
Are we putting this out on the podcast as well, or is this just one of your freak experiments?
This is just a freak live experiment to see.
They probably won't be watching,
Nah.
so let's just confirm it.
Yeah, but it will stay on the channel forever.
Do you know?
There's
or
only-
deny it.
Yeah, it's only like 4,500 subscribers there, so not many people will get
Not many
access
people
to it.
will know, Luke.
No, you're fine.
And it's fine. There's
Just-
a lot of people that
just friends.
strap up and go a lot further as well. So, to be fair,
Yeah.
what you're up to,
Yeah, I mean, there's a friend.
Mild.
I mean, we could say stuff about people that aren't here.
yeah,
I mean, I've seen our friend Mark Holtz is into vintage bondage.
he is.
Yeah.
He
So-
likes the old-fashioned ways.
Yeah, so there's that too.
Mm-hmm.
Dangerous. Yeah, so a $300 drone. You've already given the game away and saying you're definitely going to get one.
Yeah, definitely.
It's
So
right up your
you're going to
street.
ask the question anyway.
Is it something you're interested in buying?
Oh, I'd have to think about it, AJ. But
God.
what sort of price would it be?
I just told you about $300.
Yeah, but imagine you hadn't.
Oh, about $300.
Yeah, I think I'm in.
Oh wow!
That was like
You
a-
don't want to know the specs. You
that was-
just like you're just in.
Oh, no, tell me the specs.
Well, yeah, like I said, it's a 12 megapixel sensor with a 1/2/3 inch sensor.
Right, does it have crash detection?
It doesn't. Yes, it has some sort.
Luke's typing already. That's not the name for it, Pete.
It does have some kind of obstacle avoidance.
That's the one, yeah.
But it is a Wi-Fi connection rather than the OcuSync.
Bored.
Well, someone asked me in the comments, and I had to Google what OcuSync was. I don't know enough about drones. They just come up, and
And you put it into race
not
mode
really-
and you can turn it off.
I don't think it's got race mode. No, it was pre.
So it doesn't
race
do
mode.
that. Oh, wow.
Yeah, which is probably best for you because you struggle controlling something that was about 10 miles an hour.
Yeah, but I like people to think that I can go fast if I wanted to.
You just want to put the goggles on, don't you?
I do.
Let's get you an FPV drone.
Just for the Instagram picture.
Get you an FPV drone that's like 50 quid.
Yeah.
There you go. You can fly it around the house then.
Yeah, do that. Do that.
Philip Nichols is here. Great to see you. Stopping by to say hi. Got a work meeting. And that cannot be more important than being here with us right now.
Right, Philip, what we need to do is...
Cancel your work meeting.
No.
Oh,
No.
Quit your job.
He's got work.
quit your job.
Put us on
Just
your
quit your
mobile
job.
phone. Go into the meeting.
Say this is important.
Colleagues will be going, wow, Philip, I noticed you're rocking some television on your phone. Yes, I am.
Who's those two attractive gentlemen?
Probably
they'll say-
the next thing they'll
yeah,
say.
they'll say that, yeah.
And then they'll go, wow, send us the link.
Yeah. And that
'Cause
way,
they'll want some of that on their phone.
yeah, I reckon so.
So don't just drop by, stay by.
Yes.
Don't put us on standby.
Oh, put us on flyby.
Yeah. Because we're learning a lot today.
Yeah. Anyway, Philip Nichols, it's awesome to see you. Thanks for dropping in and say hi. Even
can't
if it
see
is,
You can't see.
he's probably gone already. I think he should quit his job though and just hang out with us all the time.
It's rude, I think. Just
Yes.
Popping in and nipping out.
So for me, $300 drone,
You think it's going to be cheap, don't you? I like cheap.
I think it's going to be disappointing. I think they'll sell loads of them because of the price point.
Yeah.
And it's DJI, so it's going to be well branded. It'll be well put together. I just can't see the usefulness of it still. I struggle. I'm happy if we need drone shots. I'm happy to get someone like Luke,
Yeah.
come down, take the shot for us. We'll pay you.
Okay. I like that idea. What I want to do is I want to take that budget that you've just kindly allowed
Yes.
and I'm going to film it on my £300 drone.
And I pay you.
Mm-hmm. How
I
about
see.
that?
I see how that's worked out. Yeah. Okay.
So,
Right.
business decision.
Yeah.
Do you want to take it?
No. No. Luke says, personally, I would rather save and buy the Mavic Air 2. Yeah. So here's the point with the Mini SE.
Right.
If you're already a drone pilot,
Can I still change my mind, or have I got to stick with buying it?
You stick with buying it, yeah.
Right.
If you're already a drone pilot
Yeah.
or already have a drone,
Yeah.
this is not for you. This is an entry level.
What about if you crashed the drone but you've still got it?
I think you're the exception.
Okay.
Yeah. If
Okay,
you're
so I feel okay about
if you're
this.
a crasher like
Yeah.
Pete, and are probably going to use it maybe 6 times total and then put it on a shelf,
Yeah.
buy it.
What about Luke?
Luke should save up and buy the Mavic Air 2. That's the one we tested
That is the one we
at
tested.
the start of the year.
And it was really good.
Luke, it's an amazing drone. Like
It is really good.
It's an unreal drone.
Is that the one that he's got?
That's one he said he'd rather save up and buy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I understand that.
I believe
what's
it's
he
like-
flying now? Has he told us?
No,
Oh, he's probably
he's keeping
tied
that.
up.
He's keeping that. He's probably tying himself up with the straps.
The comments are going. It's hard to keep up.
Or you
with
could look at the
typing.
Mavic Pro 2 Zoom. That one is more money for the fly more combo, but the zoom capability will make up for it. That is true. The
With
zoom.
a zoom.
It's got a zoom,
Well,
like tele-wide mode.
has it really?
Yeah.
They've come on so much.
Yeah.
I've got to be honest, I don't really follow it that much because we don't have any need for drones. It's just a bit of fun.
Which is a good thing to admit when you run a camera publication.
But like you said, everything's kind of subbed out. If we've got work for a drone, somebody else is doing it.
So that's where we stand. We had those fleeting experiences with our own drones that never went that well. And yes, we did get that drone fixed, and yes, we went back out with it. This is pre having to get licenses and stuff. But we found the experience so
2015.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. Found the experience so cumbersome and so slow. It just held. It was like using a gimbal. It holds everything up. That unless that's your only job on a shoot, fly the drone, get the drone shots.
Yeah.
If there's 2 of you doing that, it's just going to stop everything for way too long, for shots that ultimately are going to take up less than 1% of the finished video. It was annoying. Now, you could be the kind of drone photographer that's either hired by productions just to get them, or maybe estate agents, holiday homes, and they want aerial shots, and it makes up the majority of the production. It makes total sense. But for us, and the work that we tended to do,
Doesn't fit.
just slowed us down too much. So now we're at the point of, if we need it, we'll bring it in. It just makes more sense.
Unless you want to lend me that budget.
I don't have a
which
drone
case,
currently, but I have access to my friend's drone should I need it. There you go. Now we know.
Who's this?
Luke.
Okay.
Now
Well,
we
he will
know.
have if he gets the Air 2.
Or the Mini SE.
He won't get it.
No, you won't get
He's
it.
already said he wants to save up.
The Pro 2 Zoom has 2 dials on the back of the controller, I assume. One turns the camera left and right. The other controls the zoom. So you can fly forward whilst turning the camera and zooming at the same time.
Well, I can tell you what's going to happen here.
Crash. Instantly,
Okay.
you're crashing that thing.
Alternative to crashing
Yeah.
is one of my pet hates with drone footage is constant changes of what's happening.
Keep a single, it's the same rules as camera movement applies.
Yeah.
Single and purposeful movements.
Yeah, so you're either doing a jib arm shot,
Yeah.
you're doing a slider shot.
Yeah.
I don't
Going
know why
forwards.
I did slider shot like that
Yeah,
because
like that.
it tends to be like that or
Yeah.
like that. But yeah, it's a purposeful movement
In singular directions.
Yes. And if you cock it up, you've got to start that whole shot
Yeah.
again. You can't just readjust it midway.
And that's talking from an editor's perspective. When I've had like huge clips of drone footage and I've got to find the shots I need, I'm just looking for the moments where it's most consistent.
Can you imagine how many YouTubers are out there with that drone and zooming as well?
Zooming, yeah.
So already adjusting, which
Yeah.
is annoying.
Yeah, and now zooming. Yeah, it'd just be irritating. So yeah, I think the Mini SE, do you know what? Inevitably it'll be something that we get because you want it.
I really want it.
And we'll probably end up.
We're on the 6th floor of a massive commercial building.
Yeah.
And
You want to break some laws by flying it out of a window, don't you?
the studio has got patio doors.
Yeah.
So you can open those doors up,
Yeah.
go out onto the balcony. So 1 minute you're in the studio.
Yeah.
You go, a nice following shot. I'm just coming along behind you. I'm not going to hit you. I'm
Yeah.
just following in behind you.
I don't trust you already.
And then you turn
Yeah.
and I can see the doorway and I keep going forward and I'm going through the doorway and now you see the drop and you're going, whoa, 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 whoa. don't you hate? I get sweaty palms just thinking about it. It's like when you see those free runners, you go, "Don't fall."
Right. So maybe Luke or someone else in chat could tell us: does that break any drone laws? Flying it out of a 6-story window?
Don't tell anyone.
I think it does.
Don't tell anyone.
I think it probably will.
Not if no one sees. Are you breaking the law if nobody
Right.
sees?
So what's the point of filming it if no one's going to see it?
Move on.
If you don't get it, don't take it out in the wind because the wind resistance will be shocking and likely to be carried away. Yeah, he's made a really good point there, actually. It's
how did he get over that?
249 grams. It's going to blow around like a sail, that thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like a sock in the wind.
Like a dry sock in the wind.
Like a crisp bag in the wind.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah, that's a good one. You got any others?
Especially when you open your car door and it blows out the car door and you got to go, oh, loads of people have just seen me and they're all going, oh, look at that kid littering.
Yeah.
Kid.
Kid.
I look you.
Because
And then-
someone who knows how to use a choke as a kid.
And then I'm running down the bloody road trying
Yeah.
to chase a crisp packet.
Right.
Stroke drone.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Short story, that.
Wow, that's good. Thanks
Yeah.
for that.
What
Sharing.
else have you got to talk about? Is there anything else other than drones and Nikon? Because Luke's hanging in here. Probably still on the toilet game.
The Olympics is finished.
Yeah, apparently England did quite well.
England weren't in it.
Great Britain did quite well.
There we
I
go.
think.
Yeah. Pete wasn't known for his geography skills.
Yeah. Did we go offside at all, or did we score any tries in the Olympic game?
It wasn't a single game, the Olympics. It's like a collection of games.
I heard that they do swimming and skateboarding and running and stuff.
That's true. They do all of those things. Yes.
I'm quite athletic at heart, to be honest.
Oh, are you really?
You probably tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't watch the Olympics.
No.
I did watch the sidelines.
Yes. For.
Cameras.
Yeah, you were looking out for the Nikon
Yeah.
and the Canon R3, which was there.
And the funny skateboarder that smacked the cameraman.
Yeah, that was hilarious. Kieran Woolley in the Australian skateboarding, taking out one of the cameramen.
Classic.
Canon R3 was everywhere. They have got that in a lot of people's hands for the Olympics. There's been metadata pulled out from the photos taken at swimming, showing the sensor size and the statistics of the photos taken, just confirming everything that was already confirmed. So it's not really that new.
Yeah, no secret.
We're going to see that camera next month for certain. September, Canon R3 will be here. And for photographers, that's going to be a massive deal.
I want hands-on. Can you get one?
And for
Can you get
Nikon fans, it's going to be shocking because it beats them to the market again.
one? Yeah.
Still no Z9.
How's their figures going to look for the end of the year, do you think?
Nikon,
Yeah.
it's still in the red. Luke says, to do what you just said, Pete, you would need a certain certificate which allows you to fly next to buildings. Otherwise, you'll get in trouble if caught. And, if you're filming and publishing it,
Not
probably
getting
going to get caught.
No, right.
The Mavic Air 2 has 30 to 40 mile an hour wind resistance, I believe, which is why I chose that if given a choice. Yeah, we actually did. Obviously, we didn't take it out on the moors.
I'm flying it out the window.
It was off the top of a quarry,
and you can't stop me.
an unused quarry. We had the Mavic Air 2. I'm sure it was that drone,
It was, yeah.
and it was
the
windy,
AT.
and it was epic. It was like tripod mode. And it was just stuck
It was, yeah, unbelievable. You could hear it spinning up more to hold its position, and even when you could see a visual movement, obviously the gimbal made up for it.
Yeah, very
But
good in
it
the
was
wind.
very much on the spot. You hear it kick up.
Yeah, almost like fighting against the wind.
Yeah, I was very impressed with that because it was so easy.
So, Olympic cameras. We saw the R3. There was sneaks of the Z9. I've not seen any photos taken from the Z9 though.
Yeah, why is that?
So
it's almost purposefully placed.
100% purposefully placed there.
Yeah. So here you can get a shot of it.
And in the Nikon, so at the Olympics, they have, like they do at all the big sporting events.
It wasn't ready by a long stretch. It had tape holding it together.
Yeah, it was definitely a prototype.
And
I was going to say, they have...
Yeah, you can get sneaky shots. Oh, don't leak them.
So Nikon and Canon, all the major sporting events, maybe Sony as well, but definitely Nikon and Canon have camera stalls
Yeah.
for photojournalists to borrow kit if they need to.
Amazing.
So if you're a Canon Professional Services member, you show your card and they'll go, sure, borrow any camera you want, any lens you want.
I'm a Nikon guy.
Yeah. They'll probably feel sorry for you. Anyway.
I take this as my evidence.
From inside the Nikon stand,
Trade up.
there was no Z mount. There wasn't even the Z6 there, which was weird.
Right.
So there was from the photos that were shown from inside, there was no Z cameras at all.
Yeah.
So the fact, even if that wasn't 100% true, the fact that it wasn't seen and those photos have been seen make me believe that the photos we saw of the back of the Z9 were 100% placed.
Yeah.
And dubious as to whether that prototype's even working.
Which is hilarious.
They needed to be there though.
I think it wasn't working.
Yeah.
I think it was purposely put there
Yeah.
because they had to rush to show that they were more ahead than what they were.
Yeah, definitely.
And that Nikon are an absolute mess. I think they were not only not ready in time for the Olympics,
Yeah.
but what they did have wasn't even working, so they had to tape it together
Yeah.
just to get it seen there.
Yeah.
And they put what was it, a £13,000 lens on it. Just, you know, if you're going to be seen with a 13 grand lens.
Oh, of course. Yeah, because everyone can afford that.
That's how we couple our camera up.
Oh, yeah.
Big boys.
So, yeah, that was all that was really that exciting at the Olympics. Apparently, someone won some gold medals.
There was medals
I don't know.
and stuff happening.
But who knows?
But there was mainly cameras. It's mainly a camera event.
Yes, for testing cameras
from around.
with
people
actors.
come from all around the world to let the cameramen test out on them.
Yeah.
So while they do different activities, so it's a good way of getting fast-paced shots.
Yeah.
Can you capture the moment? And
They
I
did
think
it well.
every sort of 4 years, is it? They hold this camera event.
Yeah.
Which is great. And
the next one's in Paris.
So what
The
will
Paris
what will
Camera
we see there?
Olympics.
Certainly by then there won't be.
Do you think the Z9 will be out by then?
I was just going to say there won't be a Z9, but
That might not be.
yeah.
The only other thing that we've looked at this week, and this hasn't been released yet by INGAF, and that is the Panasonic Lumix S1H Mark II. I don't know how much to give away in anticipation for the video that drops tomorrow. Do we give it all away? Let's do it.
Oh,
Oh,
that was a bold move. I don't think you should, AJ.
okay, we won't. We'll leave it.
I think.
But we've got some interesting news, some leaks. In fact, we've collated a lot of information together.
We've been given some inside knowledge,
Yes.
and we're sharing some of that inside knowledge. Probably shouldn't do.
Well, we
But-
did have a close working relationship with Panasonic, probably not anymore.
I'll tell you one thing.
Yep.
Amazing camera coming
There
very
is-
soon.
yes.
And again, it's high on the want list.
Oh, 100%. When this comes out, I don't know. It's either that or save up for that red. Talk of which,
I'd really like a red.
you know Simon Burns?
Yeah.
Guess what he's just bought?
No, he did not.
Bought the red Komodo.
Right, delete him. Delete him.
Yeah. He text me the other day.
unfriend on every platform.
Yeah, he sent a text going,
Has he really
asking
got a red?
asking for some pointers, and then, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No.
And in Canada, it worked out at like £3,500.
Wow.
It's like half the price it is here.
Maybe we could get him to pick us up one.
And send it to us as a gift
Yeah, so we don't pay the tax.
with no
on it.
value.
I mean, we would pay the tax on it.
We wouldn't
but
admit
maybe not.
publicly to trying to avoid import duty, but
Oh, wow.
Simon, if you're watching this live or back,
How do you know he's got this?
he texted me.
Have you seen a picture of it?
No, well, no.
Pictures or it didn't happen?
Okay, Simon, pictures or it didn't happen. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I
Oh,
know.
man.
I know.
So
Now,
this is, I feel like we're falling behind the times. We're not going to be relevant soon.
like we're relevant now.
Have you got a red camera?
No,
No.
I don't think we're relevant now.
Oh, no,
let's
I've
be
got
honest.
Panasonic Eva. Yeah, but no one's using those. Everyone's using red.
It is a Netflix-approved camera.
We need a red camera or we're not going to be cool.
We'll sell the Eva, then get a red.
Nobody wants Nikon anymore. It's not cool. Nikon's not cool. Nikon doesn't do video. Nikon's the last to the video market. In fact, they're the last to the camera market at the moment.
Does this do video?
No.
There
But
you go.
it's probably one
Point
of their
proven.
It's their best video cameras that they've got. Doesn't shoot video.
But you can develop the film and stitch the photos together
Yeah,
and have a stop animation.
which is great.
Yeah, well done. Yes.
Oh my goodness, I'm really
You're
annoyed.
genuinely upset
why,
by that,
Yeah,
aren't
why
you?
did you do that right now? Because you know I really want one.
Yeah, well, I thought it'd be funny.
Oh, that's good, Simon. Good for you.
I thought it'd be funnier than it is, and it's actually turned out to be quite serious. I'm sorry.
It's not particularly funny, is it?
Yeah,
It's not funny.
Well, it's quite funny.
It's not funny, ha ha. When Pete goes, do you know what, AJ? I really want a red camera.
Yeah.
And just in the middle of the podcast, oh, you know he's got one? Simon.
Simon
A
got one.
photographer. A very serious photographer has gone out and bought the video camera that I would really like. He's got no business having
He
a red
uses
camera.
Nikon.
Swap it. Swap it. This is a collector's item.
yes.
And I'll sign it.
Okay. So there you have it.
Make it happen.
Anyone wants the Nikon F401 with the AF Nikkor 35 to 70mm
It's a great lens.
f3.3 variable aperture lens.
Kit lens.
It is a kit lens. If anyone wants this, Pete will give it to you signed.
It's part of my
That's it.
GoFundMe page towards getting a red camera.
Please fund our business. We only need. Do you remember that? There was a Kickstarter about that.
I just want a red camera. If anyone could
Yeah.
just help me get Simon Burns' red camera,
Oh, okay.
then no. Hi, in this episode we talk about our new GoFundMe page.
Talking of that,
Hi, that's
actually-
right, guys. Thanks for joining us. My name's Pete, and for many years I've wanted a red camera, just like Simon Burns, who's a photographer who went out and bought one before me.
Right. Serious talk now.
Yeah.
We have enabled channel memberships.
I have no idea what that means.
It means people can,
Subscribe to us.
like they do on Twitch, but on this channel,
Yeah.
they get things.
What, like this camera?
Not actual physical things, but
Right, do I get stuff or is it just them?
Just them.
Because right, we're giving away enough, AJ.
Oh.
I'm fed up of it. So
spray the
let me
Nikon
guess,
red and you'll be fine.
Who said that?
Luke.
Who said what?
Luke said, spray the Nikon red and you'll
Not
be fine.
funny, Luke. Not funny. Touching a nerve.
Channel
here.
memberships is live. If anyone's watching this back or watching it live and you want to support the camera nerdery that happens here, you can. It's just below this video, below every video, in fact. And
There's only a limited amount of time for us doing free stuff.
yeah, Pete spoke to the accountant and said we can't keep giving away things for free.
Yeah, because I want a red camera.
Yeah.
Before Simon Burns, but apparently he can get there before me.
And if you're obviously new here, then you'll know that.
Find Simon Burns
Would
on
you
Twitter
let me
and tell
finish a
him
sentence?
that I deserve a red camera and maybe
No.
he should send it to me.
No. I was going to say, if they're new here,
Oh.
then they can go to 120fps.co.uk and see all the free filmmaking downloads that we make, all the free assets to help you make videos, better videos. And we'll continue to make those.
And you also see that that's the reason that I don't have a red camera.
Yes.
Because it's all for free.
You finished? You finished ranting yet?
Can't believe you. Go on, yeah, carry on.
Well, it's done now. You've talked all over it, got angry.
Finish my cold tea.
Yeah. And finishing tea is actually a good moment to probably round it up. So what have you learned today, Pete?
I learned that Simon Burns
Stop talking about Simon Burns.
got a red camera for $3,000.
No, pounds.
Why was he buying it for pounds in Canada?
Right, you really misunderstand how conversions work, don't you? He bought it for dollars because he's in Canada, Canadian dollars.
Yeah.
But it worked out into pounds.
Okay, buy me one. We'll transfer the cash.
And
do business.
post. How will he get it to us, though?
We'll pay for that as well.
Okay. Well, there's that. So, Simon,
So
if you're watching this.
rounding up, what have we learned?
Yeah.
Simon Burns has no business having a red camera. Also,
All right.
the next big camera event's going to be in 4 years' time, where there still won't be
3
a
years'
Z9.
time.
Well, okay, thereabouts. Pick hairs.
That's a whole year.
Yeah, and it's close enough.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, Luke's probably a better drone pilot than me.
Definitely is.
Also, we found out that Luke is a gaming fan and a drone pilot.
Yeah.
What else we found out? Nikon.
Still behind the times.
There's nothing to find out about Nikon. They're barely surviving. So even if you're a big Nikon fan and you keep hitting up the messages going, oh, you guys are dicks because you keep running down Nikon.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, guess what? Nikon's not going to be around for much longer. Used to be a fan as well. Now I'm a fan of Red. But can I have one? No.
Yeah, Nikon are working themselves out of business.
So that was my summary.
That's a great summary. I'm going to press this button. And thank everyone for being here. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. We've been INGAF 120 FPS style. And this has been our live experiment. What do you think?
This is the tune for the end of the show. It's a tune about why P hasn't got a red camera, because we give everything away. Go to 128 FPS or something or other. It's a website for free stuff. What is it?
120fps.co.uk.
Oh, 120 FPS, like frames per second.
That's it. Well done.
Yeah, go there. Get free
type
stuff.
it in.
Oh, you're typing it into the messages.
Here we go.
That's cool.
Thanks for being here, everybody. And
We done now?
that's
I
just
can't
about
believe he went and put... Right.
it. We're not off. Yeah. Don't swear.
Pull up his Twitter handle.
Thanks, everyone. We'll see you
Are we
next
done?
time. Bye.
Yeah, bye. Bye. Simon Burns, get him on Twitter now.